Hello, Sam here with Toast Tables, and on this demo, I'm going to show you how you can use the new prepayment beta to sell a set number of general admission tickets to an event you might be hosting. When I say a set number of general admission tickets, what I mean is any kind of event where instead of having people assigned to a specific table in your dining room, you are doing a general admission kind of setup. So maybe you're selling 20 tickets to a event in your PDR where people can sit wherever, or my example right now is going to be 30 tickets to a live music night in your staged area where people can just stand and listen to music. Anything where people are choosing where to stand or sit rather than assigning them a table, and you're just wanting to sell a set number of tickets. So a two-top wouldn't need to sit at a two-top, but rather just admit two people that counts toward your number of tickets. So I'm going to walk through how you can set that up. As you know, Toast Tables does use an inventory-based system. It knows your dining room and it knows how long people are expected to sit, and it opens and closes availability based on those parameters. So in order to sell a set number of tickets, we're going to need to hack the system just a little bit, and this demo is going to walk through that. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up a service area for your general admission event or events. So for me, I've gone ahead and created one called Standing Room Concert. And you'll be able to see here that this is a general admission area with a stage that accommodates 30 people. And so I've created one table for each person that I can sit in that area, and I've named them a number that I know what it means. So SR1, which stands for Standing Room 1 through 30. And each table represents one person that can fit in that area. Once I create that service area, I'll need to save and publish. From there, I'll go to waitlist and reservations and do a couple things to get everything set up for success. So I'll head into settings, and the first thing that I'm going to do is go to dining areas, and I'm going to make sure that my new service area is toggled on for Toast Tables and that it's titled something that I'm happy with my guests seeing. So I'm calling it Standing Room Concert, but you can call this general admission ticket, standing room ticket, prepaid ticket, concert ticket, whatever you want to call it, so that when people are booking a ticket, it is a phrase that you want them to see. The second thing I'm going to do is head into table capacity. So I'm going to head to my new service area and table capacity, and for each table, I'm going to set the minimum and maximum party size to be the minimum and maximum number of tickets I would want one person making or purchasing in a transaction. So for instance, if I'm happy to let someone purchase a single ticket, I'll make the minimum party size 1. And if I'm willing to let someone buy up to 10 tickets per party, so like they're going with themselves and 9 other friends, then the max party size would be 10. So you decide how few or many tickets someone can make in a transaction, and you'll set each table to be that minimum and that maximum, and then you'll save. Finally, and if you remember anything from this demo, please remember this. The last thing to note is that when you make a new service area, it will apply to your existing schedules and experiences as available. So you'll want to go through your existing schedules and shifts within those schedules to make sure that those tables are not available. So you'll need to click into each shift in your existing schedules, go to table availability, and ensure that your new dining area is marked not available. Otherwise, people will be able to book those new tables you just made, and by default, this will be toggled on. I've just gone ahead and made these not available for the sake of time, but you do need to do this step to avoid overbooking. Once you've made your floor plan, set up your minimums and maximums, and ensured that it's disabled for all of your existing schedules and experiences, you can go and set up your event that you're going to charge a pre-admission or an admission price for general admission. So I've gone ahead and made an experience called Live Music Night, and you can see here that it's $10 per person, and I have this as an ongoing event every Thursday. One thing that you'll want to note is that the start and end time should just be the start of the event. So don't have it actually go through the duration of the event, but rather just the time that you're going to sell tickets for the start time. So for me, it's every Thursday at 7 o'clock. So it starts and ends at 7 o'clock. Set up your details, online access, availability, and everything else as you normally would. For online access, make sure that your party sizes that can reserve online is that same number that you were thinking about earlier, the minimum and maximum number of tickets someone could buy. And for table availability, make sure everything is toggled off for your experience except your standing room concert, which should be fully open. The biggest change here is flow control, and this is very important. This is where you actually set the number of tickets you're willing to sell. So as you remember, our floor plan had 30 tables, but each of those tables seat 1 to 10. So as far as Toast Tables goes, I can actually seat 300 people in that room, but in reality, I can only seat 30. So this is where I actually get it to cut off purchases at 30. And this is also why it's really important to make sure that your start and end time of the experience is the same time, so that you're only selling 30 at only one time. And so the reason that we're having 30 here while our floor plan can accommodate up to 300 is that now with this configuration, every transaction will be assigned a table. So if someone purchases 2 tickets, it will look like a 2 top on one of those tables. If someone purchases 4, it will look like a 4 top, etc., etc. So we have 30 tables in case all 30 people want to buy individual tickets, and then we'll have 31 tops. But what it will actually be able to do is assign each transaction to a table so that you can check them in and even seat them if you want to log everyone who's arrived and when. So once you set your max covers to be the number of tickets you want to sell, the last piece is to go to payments, set up a prepayment. And if you're not sure how to make a prepayment rule, please watch the demo video for how to create a prepayment rule. For the sake of time, I'm not going to repeat it here. But I have 3 different items for standing room tickets, a 10, a 15, and a 20. As we recall, this event was going to be $10 per person, so I'm going to say $10 standing room ticket and apply it to my standing room concert dining area. And now I have a $10 standing room ticket assigned to this experience. And so if I go and preview this experience, we can see here that anyone who's looking for to book this concert, it will only be available, or this event, it will only be available on Thursdays, and it will only be available at 7. And depending on how many people you're hoping to purchase tickets for, it will reflect the price accordingly for $10 per person. So if I wanted to buy 4 tickets, it would be $40. If I wanted to buy 10, it would be $100, and so it will reflect the price for $10 per person. And on the back end, if you're looking at your host app, what you'll see is that each transaction will be assigned to a table, so you'll be able to seat them if you want to, or you can just use it as a check-in list. But this is the best way to set up and configure the back end so that you can sell a set number of general admission tickets to an event. If you have any questions or feedback on it, please let us know at tables@toasttab.com, and we're really excited to hear how you like it.